Hey everyone, PJ back with Exotic Car Hacks, and today is an amazing day because we are talking again about my carbon fiber Senna. Now, you may remember this video, or should I say this car, from a previous video that we've had here before, because this is the exact same car. This is the car I originally got from Dan IM over in California, the guy on Instagram, and it's an all-exposed carbon Senna with some blue highlights. Now, thankfully for you, this car is not only here, and it has not replaced my red Senna, which is actually right behind you here. So I find that pretty incredible to have two Sennas because it's completely useless, which is, well, it was never the point, right? As you guys know at Exotic Car Hacks, I buy cars to basically put park money into, ultimately allowing me to make a profit down the road, not flipping it, but rather keeping it and collecting it over long term. A lot of you guys may not know that a lot of people on YouTube that own large car collections are actually making money off of them. And a lot of times, because we've been so brainwashed into thinking that all cars are basically liabilities and that we are not given a real opportunity at, like, how would you say it, at driving these cars without losing money or paying high insurance, paying high cost of repairs, but that couldn't be further from the truth. So it makes sense for me to have two Sennas because they make sense monetarily, and here we are today. So this is, once again, a 2019 all carbon fiber Senna, a very, very rare car. It has blue highlights. I believe this blue is called Vegas blue or something very similar to that, or Paris blue. But nonetheless, this car is here because it has just been taken out of storage. I've been driving the red one. The red one has just about under 1,000 miles. This car is about 1,500 miles, and I actually want to sell it. So I decided to do one final look before I post it for sale and tell you a little bit about what makes this car 1.4 million, while this other red Senna is only $1.1 million. And you may have guessed it, the $250,000 option of having a full carbon fiber exposed body is just the start of it, because this vermilion red one of one car is also incredibly loaded, but certainly not as loaded as this particular one. Now, we're gonna look at some basic components here that do make a little bit of a difference in the car. As you notice with my red Senna, just like this one, you have Gorilla Glass doors, which is pretty cool, right? And this is very, very cool to be able to see the car while you drive. But a very different point here, which I don't know is a good thing or not, you have a carbon fiber roof versus I have a glass roof on the red one. Now, this is a little bit of a different ideology here, and I think it changes the car dynamic a little bit because you don't feel like you're in a glass cage like the red one. So perhaps if I was gonna have been the one to spec this car, I may have left the roof glass as kind of an add-on. Now, it is truly beautiful to look at the back and see the carbon weave kind of follow everywhere, especially here. Having these pieces in carbon fiber like the P1 gives it a very, very racy look, something we don't see on my other red one. Now, if we follow here, one other thing that's really cool and important to pay attention to is this car has the 20 or 18 karat or whatever it is gold shield, which means that all of the shields around the exhaust shields are actually made out of gold, which is really cool, but completely useless. And this is something we kind of talked about when the car first got here, is how the gold would actually get black over time, obviously from the dirt, and you have to constantly take it out and clean it, which isn't necessarily an exciting feature, but nonetheless a very expensive one, and something that from this angle you can clearly see because you see the gold kind of play out there around the engine bay. But it has that. It has one other feature that is really, really cool. That's something that, again, a lot of times you don't see in a Senna. That's what makes the sticker really expensive. It's not really a contrast interior. This has the matte carbon interior like most Sennas. My red one has the gloss one, but it has the little water dispenser here, right here in the middle. That gives you a little bit of an opportunity to put either water or tequila or whatever and literally drink out of a straw while you're driving. It's a race thing that's really cool. Not that I'll ever use it for anything. Certainly a cool feature and something you don't expect to see in a car, truly giving the car kind of a race feel, or what you would call it. Now, the Senna market from the original inception when I bought this car has gone up significantly, right? Like, I don't know if you guys remember, but we're paying like a lot under sticker for these cars back in the day, and now they're either at or above sticker depending on the spec. So it made the Senna an incredible investment, but I think it's time to get rid of it because I finally found, which was pretty impressive today, and I don't want to spoil it, I may not be able to get this car, but I finally found my forever Ferrari. Now you guys know I hate Ferraris, I think they're just trash, and yet I found a forever Ferrari that I think I would bring here, hold here, and never sell. Now I know I said that about the Pista, but that car was literally 2 years of its existence here, which was a lot of time for a car for me, because usually I keep a car a year and a half. I get bored. That car was here a full 2 years because it was that hard to part ways, but eventually did because of the money, not because I, loved it that much. Now, the forever Ferrari I have, I don't want to spoil it, but is a pretty incredible color combination and is a front engine car, so you'll hear more about that later. But back to this particular Senna. So this is a 1.380 sticker, which means it's just shy of $1.4 million for this very, very cool car. Now, I will say that, again, this car is going to go for sale very shortly. We may even put it up on Bring a Trailer to just see how much interest there is. But this is probably, and I think right now, one of 2 carbon Sennas that are for sale in the country, and this is the only one that is gloss, and that makes a significant difference because gloss carbon just looks a lot more exciting than matte carbon. I've had a lot of matte carbon cars, and unfortunately it blends a lot, but with this car you're getting the full effect of the carbon at its greatest stage ever. So blue highlights, black all around. Personally, I really love this car up close, but I prefer bright colored Sennas, which is why I've decided to put this one for sale first. And again, if the red one sells first, then that one will go and this one will stay, but that is going to be determined. So if you're in the market for a Senna or have been wanting a carbon Senna, this is your chance. Shoot me a comment. Let me know if you're interested in this car. It will go for sale for $1.5 million, which is just $100K over a sticker. Just very quick note on that though, the only other carbon Senna is for sale at $1.8 million, making this truly an incredible bargain for somebody. So I don't have the room, as you can see, this garage is getting kind of full. I have some new cars coming, so this one has to go. So if you're in the market, let me know, hit me up in the comments. Otherwise, make sure you like, subscribe, and turn on notifications. But don't forget that right now, Black Friday in July is live for Exotic Car Hacks, which means that right this moment, you have a unique opportunity to learn how you could have bought this for significantly less money a year ago. Imagine being able to understand the trajectory of cars and literally turn cars into stocks, like literally buy cars, know they're going up, and then get rid of them. That is the power of Exotic Car Hacks, and that is what we teach. And right now, memberships are 80% off, which is a pretty big deal, and you need to take advantage of it. So click the link in the description and join us at Exotic Car Hacks, because you'll not only get access to a step-by-step course on how to do this, but you'll also get access to an incredible community now of over 10,000 people in the community and over 20,000 members doing this, which is fantastic and really exciting to see so many of you adopting these strategies. It's time for you guys to start playing, and it's time for you guys to stop watching. So click the link, and I'll see you in another video for Exotic Car Hacks.